Don't ask me why, but sometimes we do like women with character. Sometimes too much. And you know, in our lives there are usual events, very usual events, unusual events, and freaky unusual ones. And this is one of them. One day, my student Jonah came here to the school. He had a very sad face and his guitar case in the hand. And I said, "What happens? What's going on?" And he goes, "Sorry, John, I have to say this because I told you I will have to do a video about it's extraordinary, this thing." And then he said, "Man, I don't know if I can tell you this thing like this." So he was a bit, you know. And I said, "Tell me what is going on." And he said, "Well, you know what? I cheat on my girlfriend." I said, "Well, and now what?" And he said, "Oh, she found out and came to put me my guitar as a hat." So I said, "Oh my God." And he opened the case, and the back of the guitar had 2 holes, because he said that, of course, she tried to hit him like this way, and to protect his face, he did like this, and then put the elbows there. So inevitable impact happened there. And then, so he was very depressed with this thing. He had, of course, all the guitars, but still, you know, this is a very big problem. And then, so he came here and said, "Well, you know what, man, this is, okay, don't worry. Let me call my friend David Martinez, who's the best varnish guy of Spain, an expert in this, a luthier of violin, guitars, and cello, whatnot, and he's a varnish guy who's a specialist in restoration, etc." So I called him, because this guy do not have economic limitations. So I called this guy and said, "You know what, we need to fix this guitar." So thanks to David, that he made this extraordinary repair. It's a miracle, you know, like if an airplane crashed there and then one guy comes out without any scratch, this is what happened exactly. So it's very rare that these things happen. That's why I made the video of it. There are 3 things here, very, to remember, very extraordinary. One, thanks to God, this lady, and if you are watching this video, please don't take offense, because only I accept if you beat him. I don't say it's right that he cheated on you, but I do not, for me it's not okay. The instruments are sacred, and to try to break it, that's not a good idea to me. So I hope you're not upset for this, but I have to say it, because I am his teacher and teacher of other students, and we all learn from these things, you know. So the thing is that thanks to God, first, number 1, thanks to God, she didn't pick the top to do the job. So, because apparently the guitar, she said it was like this in the course, and then she took it and then went like that. So, this repair, what David did, now he also put a kind of French polish varnish, a very special varnish. This, I think, is the Miguel Rodriguez style of 1930s varnish. And, well, he made this come alive from the death. Practically speaking, because we saw these two walls here, and David repaired the guitar in a very extraordinary manner. Not only that, but this is point number one. Thanks heaven she didn't choose the top, because the top is the heart of the guitar, and if this breaks, you know, we play a chord and then cover here, this top is very sensitive, it may be irreparable damage, but the back doesn't matter much in that case because of the magician of David making this job here. Took so many hours to repair, etc. Well, the thing, this is number one. The number two is that he was there, David, to help us about. And the number three is that how is possible AG made such a strong guitar. This guitar, it endured even that, which you have just seen in this hole, a hole in the right, because of the elbow, to protect his he tried to do like this, and then of course, and pardon, I am not trying to laugh on this, but you know, it's a bit hilarious also, so he knows, he's my friend. So now, what happens is that the guitar is perfectly, not only the sound of it is not only same like before, it's better. This is a guitar from October last year. I remember because your father gave you this guitar as a present of birthday present. And now when I am testing it, I can't believe how it's possible this guitar not only survived, it sounds better now. If you ever planned to cheat your girlfriend, I would advise you to rather don't, because as you can see, this is not an expensive guitar, a Hawaiian Koa guitar of Simplicio, which is a great instrument with maple fretboard, and is this guitar here. And if you do happen to cheat a girlfriend who has character, this is what will happen. I will tell the story exactly of this in some seconds, but the thing is that the most amazing thing to learn about it is that, well, we rather don't cheat and be friends with luthiers of the class, high class, like Mr. David Martinez, who repaired this instrument. Here is the before and after the repair. What he did is a friend from Cordova, who is best varnish man of Spain, is a specialist in that. And then this is the result. So he got it back to life, guys. This is the most incredible thing that I have seen repairs in 30 years. I have seen many things happening, but this is really astonishing because from this back, it was originally how it was the guitar, to this, structurally in sound, and what the repair was, how it was done, is like coming back to life. You know, like when in the surgery, someone has a crash with the car and then is about to die, and then he comes out next day ready to compete in the Olympic Games. So, right, this is just an amazing thing. I thought I should do a video about it to thank David also for his incredible work. This guitar last year, and I tell you very sincerely, this guitar sounds better now. In fact, this is the style of varnish that David applied to this taking care of, you know, loving instruments. It's not so cheap. You need to really love it. And well, the destiny of this, there are repairs which are just normal things. I remember my father said, one day you will break a guitar. When I was a child, and then it happened with one of the sides because of walking improperly through a door. When you walk through a door, first of all, the guitar, not simply just taken from here, but any guitar, set your sound hole one, you have to grab it like this, from this point. This is the way to walk with it, because you have it here. But then I was a child, I didn't know, 10 years old or something, and then they have it like this, which is a mistake, and then I hit one corner of a door or something. So then I remember, oh my God, and my father said, this is no problem, this is a very simple thing. And then he explained me what is the structural thing about the guitar, because when if something happened, this top is in mint condition, has zero, even not a scratch, this is perfect, the top. And the top is very important, it's like the heart of the guitar. Especially this part. So, for example, suppose if I play the chord, and you see what happened? I reduced the volume and the vibration too much, because this part here is very important. So therefore, sometimes breakings or cracks here are very detrimental. So the sides, no problem, and the back, in this case, which was a very, just more impressive than what it is, but actually it is so, because it has two holes here. And to restore this and put every piece there, like a puzzle, well, I have to again thank David for this. And Paco said the worst defect we can have is to be ungrateful. And I do agree with this thing. We have to be grateful. I'm grateful also for what I learned from each one of you. And in this case, I learned from Jonah, from the girlfriend, from the luthier, from David, and from AG, because the guitar is just resistant like anything. This thing, you know, it came alive, came back. It has zero structural damage, zero. It was just these two holes because of the, you know, the Cavassolo thing, which I explained, and the top is intact, everything, it works. Listen to the trebles. First of of all, check the tuning. It didn't affect anything of the instrument. The instrument is intact. Is just one of the. This is the second one Belter AG made. This is a very special instrument with the Norway top, and this is the Hawaiian koa. You know, my favorite guitar has just the back of Hawaiian koa. It's apparently the closest I can get there, because even since young I always want to go and I couldn't go. But anyway, this is the Hawaiian trees, which have a whole mystery about this. And in fact, it is the only guitar in AG made completely out of koa. It's not a double back one, but it is a balanced guitar, which means that this here it stays there in that position. I don't need to be pushing with the left hand or holding here or pushing there. So this is another amazing thing, because it's a weighty instrument, which has a super neck, and this neck here is one out of the 3 or 4 necks which is not of maple, but this is another wood which you will check in the description, because it has some strange names also, and I can remember exactly to tell you the description, the botanic name and all that in Latin. But this here, it is extraordinary. I remember it came this guitar, then another from other friends, that is a Berkeley student, and got a short scale one, but this is the Simplicio. Its tuning capacity. And the quality of the sound altogether. After that event, because it's not easy to come alive like that, you know. There are repairs that are just magic.